It's on, it's on, it's on.
It's the bottom.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Does this one work?
Everyone stand up for the Arati. जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिल प्रभुपदा ओ जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिल प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा शिल गुरुदेवा ओ जय गुरुदेवा 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 शिल गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय शिव जय जय गौरचंदेर आरतीक शोभा
शिव जय जय
गौरचंदेर आरतीक शोभा शिव जय जय गौरचंदेर आरतीक शोभा
शिव जय
जय गौरचंदेर आरतीक शोभा जानावी तातावाने जग मनलो
जानवी तटावने जग मनलो
कि बदाखी नैनीताय चान बामे गदाधारा
बामे गदाधारा
दाखीनने ताय चान बामे गदाधारा
के बदाखी ननिताय चान बामे गदाधारा
निकाते अद्वैताश्रीनि वास छत्रधारा
निकटे अद्वैता श्रीनि वास छत्रधारा
किव पोषी अचे गौरचान रत्न सिंहासने
के बबोशी अचे गौराचान रत्न सिंहासने
किव पोषी अचे गौरचान रत्न सिंहासने
के बबोशी अचे गौराचान रत्न सिंहासने
आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने
आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने
शिव नर हरि आदि कोरी चामर दुलाया
के बनरा हरि आदि कोरी चमार ढुलाया
शिव नर हरि आदि कोरी चामर दुलाया
के बनरा हरि आदि कोरी चमार ढुलाया
संजय मुकुंद बाशु घोष आदि गाया
संजय मुकुंद बासु घोषादि गाया
किब शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला
किब शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला
किब शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला
किब शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला
माधुर मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला
मधुर मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला
शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
ओ शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे
शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर मधुर माधुर बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
माधुर 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 बाजे
गौरंगेरारति के शोभा जग जन मान लोबा
गौरंगे आरती शोभा जग जन मन लोभा
जग जन मान लोबा
जग जन मन लोभा
गौरंगेरारति के शोभा जग जन मान लोबा
गौरंगे आरती शोभा जग जन मन लोभा
जग जन मान लोबा
जग जन मन लोभा
जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय
जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय
ओ जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय
जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय
ओ जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर
जय गौरा चंदे जय गौरा चंदे जय गौरा चंदे जय गौरा चंदे
ओ जय गौरा चंदेर गौरा चंदेर गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर
जय गौरा चंदे गौरा चंदे गौरा चंदे जय गौरा चंदे
कि बबहू कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला
बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला
कि बबहू कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला
बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला
गला देसे बनमाला कोरे जलमाला
गला देसे बनमाला कोरे जलमाला
शिव शिवा शुखा नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा
इव शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा
शिव शिवा शुखा नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा
किब शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा
बकति विनोदा देखे गोरा रसंपादा
बकति विनोदा देखे गौरा रसंपदा
भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौरा रसंपादा
भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौरा रसंपादा
की भजयो जयो गौरचंदेर आरती के शोभा
के बजयो जय गौरा चंदे आरती का शोभा
जानावी तातावाने जग मानलो
जानवी तटवाने जग मनलोभा
जानावी तातावाने जग मानलो
जानवी तटवाने जग मनलोभा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
गौर भक्त वृंदा 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 गौर भक्त वृंदा
श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय 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 गौर भक्त वृंदा
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो बोलो बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
बोलो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
श्री राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो
राधे राधे बोलो कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो
कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो राधे राधे बोलो
कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो राधे राधे बोलो
राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो बोलो बोलो
राधे बोलो कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो
कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो राधे राधे बोलो
कृष्ण कृष्ण बोलो राधे राधे
बोलो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
हरिहराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः
हराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः
यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः
यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः
गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन
गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन
गिरिधर गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन
गिरिधारी गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन
श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता
श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता
श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता
श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता
हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीता
श्री हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीता
श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ
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 श्री जीवा गोपाल भट्ट दास 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 रघुनाथ
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे बोलो बोलो
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम
राम राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे बोलो बोलो
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा नील माधव श्री राधे
जय राधा नील माधव श्री राधे
जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे
जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय नमस्ते सिंहाय प्रह्लादलाददायिने हिरण्यकाशिपूर्वक्ष शिलाटङ्कानखालये
इदो नरसिंह बरदो नरसिंह यतो यतो यामि तदो नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
अद्भुत श्रृंगा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु मृगा केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
कर कमल वरे नका अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनु भृंगा केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद
जय जगन्नाथा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शना
जय बलनादा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शन चक्र
जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान
जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान
जय प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा जय प्रभुपदा जय गुरुदेवा
जय प्रभुपादा जय गुरुदेवा जय प्रभुपादा जय गुरुदेवा
निताय गौरा हरि
हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
जय श्री विघ्नहर्ता नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की श्रील प्रभुपाद की समवेत भक्त वृंद की बोल प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि Mridanga is okay, right? No mic.
This isn't put it here. This one isn't fit.
Anay, can you display the lyrics? I'll do it.
eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Lord, Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbues with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart, for what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft, black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus feet be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool, who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows, and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give me to your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Okay, Radhika, sit down now. Sit down, girl. Good girl. Come on. Sit down. Sit down, Radhika. That's it. Very good. Sit down. Go ahead. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. That's it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sit down, girl. Come on. Come on, sit down. That's it. That's it. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Come on. Sit down. Hare Krishna, Radhika. Come on. Sit down, girl. Come on, sit down. Haribol. Sit down. Go ahead. That's it. Good girl. Go ahead. Sit down. That's it. Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for coming tonight. Braving the rain and the cold to have darshan of our beautiful deities, and also have darshan of Radhika, our beautiful cow. So tonight we're going to hear about the from the book called The Nectar of Instruction. And in the Nectar of Instruction, verse number 1, it says, and you can repeat after me, Vacho Vegam, Manasa, Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarapasta Vegam, Etan Vegan, Yo Vishaheta, Dira, Sarvam, Apimam, Pritivim, Sa Sisyat. And the translation of this verse is the following. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. And in the explanation, it says, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 1st chapter, 9 to 10 verse, Parikshit Maharaj placed a number of intelligent questions before Sukadeva Goswami. One of these questions was, why do people undergo atonement if they cannot control their senses? For instance, a thief may know perfectly well that he may be arrested for his stealing, and he still may actually even see a thief arrested by the police. Yet, he continues to steal. Experience is gathered by hearing and seeing. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing. and one who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing. When an intelligent person hears from the law books and Shastra or scriptures that stealing is not good, and hears that a thief is punished when arrested, he refrains from theft. A less intelligent person may first have to be arrested and punished for stealing to learn to stop stealing. However, a rascal or a foolish man may have the experience of both hearing and seeing and may even be punished, but still he continues to steal. Even if such a person atones and is punished by the government, he will again commit theft as soon as he comes out of jail. If punishment in jail is considered atonement, what is the benefit of such atonement? Thus Parikshit Maharaj inquired. He compared atonement to an elephant's bathing. The elephant may take a very nice bath in the river, but as soon as he comes out onto the bank of the river, he throws dirt all over his body. What then is the value of its bathing? Similarly, many spiritual practitioners chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and at the same time commit many forbidden things, thinking that their chanting will counteract their offenses. Of the 10 types of offenses one can commit while chanting the holy name of the Lord, this offense is called Namno Balad Yasya Hi Papa Buddhahi, committing sinful activities on the strength of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, so in the understanding of Krishna consciousness, you cannot overcome sinful activity simply by performing pious activity. That does not atone for the sinful activity. The way to atone for sinful activity is not to do it again. But it's not, I'll commit a sin and then I'll come to the temple and chant Hare Krishna for 1 hour. And then I'll go and sin again, and then I'll come back again and chant Hare Krishna. Then I'll go out and sin again, and so forth. One cannot purify sins simply by pious activities. One has to actually give up completely the desire to sin. Now, how do we give up this desire to sin? It's by associating with genuine devotees and regularly hearing Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam spoken by devotees and associating in such a way that we actually engage in practical devotional service. Then we begin to give up the desire to commit sinful activities. If we simply commit sins and think we can get rid of them by chanting Hare Krishna or just praying a little bit, it's not going to work. We have to actually stop all sinful activities and beg the mercy of Krishna to help us lead a genuine spiritual life without committing any sinful activities. So today, in this verse that we're reading, this is from the book called The Nectar of Instruction. It says, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj placed a number of intelligent questions before Sukadeva Goswami. One of these questions was, why do people undergo atonement if they cannot control their senses? For instance, a thief may know perfectly well that he may be arrested for stealing, and he may actually even see a thief arrested by the police. Yet he continues to steal. Experience is gathered by hearing and seeing. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing, and one who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing. When an intelligent person hears from the law books and shastras or scriptures that stealing is not good and hears that a thief is punished when arrested, he refrains from theft. A less intelligent person may first have to be arrested and punished for stealing to learn to stop stealing. However, a rascal, a foolish man, may have the experience of both hearing and seeing and may even be punished, but still he continues to steal. Even if such a person atones and is punished by the government, he will again commit theft as soon as he comes out of jail. If punishment in jail is considered atonement, that is, what is the benefit of such atonement? Thus, Parikshit Maharaj inquired. He compared atonement to an elephant's bathing. The elephant may take a very nice bath in the river, but as soon as he comes out on the bank of the river, he throws dirt all over his body. What then is the value of his bathing? Similarly, many spiritual practitioners chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and at the same time they commit many forbidden things, thinking that their chanting will counteract their offenses. Of the 10 types of offenses one can commit while chanting the holy name of the Lord, this offense is called Namno Balad Yasya Hi Papa Buddhi, committing sinful activities on the strength of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Similarly, certain Christians go to church to confess their sins, thinking that confessing their sins before a priest and performing some penance will relieve them from the results of their weekly sins. As soon as Saturday is over and Sunday comes, they again begin their sinful activities, expecting to be forgiven the next Saturday. This type of pious chitta, or atonement, is condemned by Parikshit Maharaj, the most intelligent king of his time. Sukadeva Goswami, equally intelligent as befitting the spiritual master of Maharaj Parikshit, answered the king and confirmed that his statement concerning atonement was correct. A sinful activity cannot be counteracted by a pious activity. That should be our takeaway tonight. A sinful activity cannot be counteracted by pious activity. Some people think, okay, I'll commit some sins, then I'll engage in some type of penance, and then I can sin some more, and then again I'll commit some penance, I'll perform some penances, and everything will be all right. It's not all right. That is actually very, very, let's say, cheating propensity. The only person we cheat is ourselves. We can't cheat God. So anyone who thinks that, well, I'll commit this sin, but then I'll chant Hare Krishna and I will purify the sin that I perform. It's not like that. The only way we can purify sins is by not sinning anymore. Then, over a long period of time, little by little, all those sins will go away. However, we have to understand that we can't cheat God. We can only cheat ourselves. God is in our hearts. He's the witness of everything we do. So, therefore, the first thing we should teach ourselves and our children is that God is in the heart of every living entity, and especially in our heart, and it's impossible to cheat God. So once we understand that Krishna is in our heart and he witnesses everything we do, therefore it's impossible to cheat Krishna. Therefore, we should be very careful what we do. People act in a, let's say, a low-class way, or they might like to cheat or lie because they think they can get away with it. But you can't get away with anything because God is in your heart as the witness to everything you're doing. So when we learn just that one thing, that God is in my heart and God is witnessing everything I do, that's the beginning of being a civilized person. That's the beginning of real civilization. So in this verse, in explanation of this verse, it continues. It says that sinful activity cannot be counteracted by a pious activity. Thus, real prayaschitta, or atonement for sins, is the awakening of our dormant Krishna consciousness. Real atonement involves coming to real knowledge, and for this, there is a standard process. When one follows a regulated hygiene process, he does not fall sick. A human being is meant to be trained according to certain principles to revive his original knowledge. Such a methodical life is described as tapasya. One can be gradually elevated to the standard of real knowledge or Krishna consciousness by practicing austerity and celibacy, or in other words, brahmacharya, by controlling the mind, by controlling the senses, by giving up one's possessions in charity, by being avowedly truthful, by keeping clean, and by practicing yoga asanas. However, if one is fortunate enough to get the association of a pure devotee, he can easily surpass all the practices for controlling the mind by the mystic yoga process simply by following the regulative principles of Krishna consciousness. What are the regulative principles of Krishna consciousness? Refraining from illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling, and by engaging in the service of the Supreme Lord under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master. This easy process is being recommended by Sri Rupa Goswami. So, 500 years ago, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and he established the Yuga Dharma for this age. This is the age of Kali Yuga, and Yuga Dharma means the recommended way by which you can become liberated from the cycle of birth and death. So what is that Yuga Dharma, or the regulated way by which one can be liberated in this life? It's chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Let's everyone say it together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Let's say one more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now you notice that Radhika, our cow, was not chanting Hare Krishna because she's an animal. Animals can't understand their relationship with God. Only human beings can. But if there's a human being that is not interested in chanting Hare Krishna, what does that mean? That means that they're not better than an animal, right? Because one becomes a real human being when they begin to understand the existence of God and how to serve God in this lifetime. Service to Krishna is the best remedial activity to overcome all sins that we have committed. Like, for example, if you have a car and you drove to the temple tonight, you committed a lot of sins by killing all kinds of insects and microbes, you see. So, unwittingly, everybody is committing sins every day. Therefore, by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely, you can overcome all the unwitting sins that we perform and all conscious sins that we perform. And the whole idea of purifying ourselves of sins is once we understand what is a sin and we make a vow never to perform that type of activity, then we become free of our bad karma. But if we say, okay, well, I committed a sin, I'm going to go to the temple and chant Hare Krishna, then I'm going to go back and sin some more, you're not going to be liberated from sinful activity. You have to actually give up sinful activity by being educated in Krishna consciousness. What's Krishna consciousness about? Well, there's 4 things that we do and 4 things that we don't do. The 4 things that we do is chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we are associating directly with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who you see on the altar here. Krishna is very beautiful, and his eternal consort Radharani is with him, and there's Lord, and then there's the deities of Sitaram, Lakshman, and Hanuman. So there's no difference between Krishna and Rama. It's the same person, but in a different yuga and in a different, let's say, purpose. So when Krishna came, his purpose in his original form was to establish the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as Yuga Dharma, the recommended way in this age to attain liberation. When Lord Rama came, he came, of course, way before Krishna, millions of years before Krishna. His purpose was to establish Ekapatni Rat, that is, a first-class man will only have one wife in his lifetime, and a first-class woman will only have one husband in her lifetime. So Lord Rama, his wife was kidnapped. Now he could have said, okay, I lost this wife, I can make another wife. There's so many women. No. He did everything possible to get Sita back and always cherished her association and protected her. So here we see how someone like Lord Rama or someone like Krishna establishes what's called the Yuga Dharma, the recommended way by people can make tangible spiritual advancement and be able to go back to Godhead in this lifetime. So Lord Rama was a model of following Dharma very strictly. And Krishna is giving the example of always chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and engaging in devotional service. Now, both Krishna's message and Rama's message are spiritual instructions. However, Lord Rama is teaching us how to get mukti, but Krishna is teaching us how to be eternally elevated to the spiritual world. So we should understand that the message that Krishna is giving includes mukti and more. When I'm saying more, it means that you actually, by following Krishna's teaching, you will not only become free from sinful activities, you will not only be liberated, but you actually will go back to Vaikuntha eternally. Vaikuntha means that place where there's no anxiety. That is the spiritual world. So there's a difference between attaining the heavenly planets. That's a type of liberation, but you're still in the material world. Or going back to the spiritual planets. That means you'll never come back again to the material world. You're eternally liberated. So that is the difference between following Lord Rama's, let's say, example, which is very good. But Krishna's example is trying to reach the highest pinnacle of human achievement, and that is going back to the spiritual world and never coming back to the material world again. So we should take to this chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It is the Yuga Dharma, the recommended way in this age to attain spiritual emancipation. So let me just read another couple points here. The restlessness or fickleness of the mind, manovega, is controlled when one can fix the mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. The Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22.31 says, Krishna Surya Sama Mayahaya Andakar, Yahan Krishna Tahan Nahi Mayara Adhikar. Krishna is just like the sun, and Maya is just like darkness. If the sun is present, there is no question of darkness. Similarly, if Krishna is present in the mind, there is no possibility of the minds being agitated by Maya's influence. The yogic process of negating all material thoughts will not help. To try to create a vacuum in the mind is artificial. The vacuum will not remain. However, if one always thinks of Krishna and how to serve Krishna best, one's mind will naturally be controlled. Well, this is very important information. Everybody has problems with the mind. The mind is always flickering. The mind is always thinking of one thing after another thing, going from one place to another place. Somebody is thinking, should I live in America? Should I move back to India? Should I marry this lady or that lady? Should I invest in this company or that company? So the mind is always flickering. But to control the mind means that you have become actually a real person. A real person knows how to control the mind and the senses. The mind, of course, is a subtle sense, and the gross senses are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. So to control the gross senses and the subtle senses, it requires knowledge. That knowledge is given in Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us through the discussion between Arjuna and Krishna how to control the mind and the senses and keep them focused always on pleasing Krishna. That's called devotional service. Now, there are other yogis or other spiritual teachers that say the way to control the mind is to make it a blank, not have any desires, and just meditate on the tip of your nose or meditate on nothingness. That's not the way to control the mind. No one will be able to control the mind by doing that. But you can control the mind by keeping it always focused on Krishna and engaging in the devotional service of the Lord. Now you can control all the senses, the mind, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, the skin, and so forth, because you're engaged in positive activities connected always to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is in your heart. He's the closest person to you. So if you take to Krishna consciousness by always thinking of Krishna and acting in Krishna consciousness, Krishna will bless you, he'll protect you, he'll give you knowledge and realization and always be your guide in life. So whenever in doubt, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are many times where we get a little bit confused in life. We're not quite sure what to do. That's when you should chant very sincerely to Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Krishna will reveal to you what is the right path to take. The right path to take is to follow the instructions of bona fide acharyas. Our acharyas in Krishna consciousness have given the truth a very long time ago and maintained the truth up until now. So we don't have to invent the wheel in every millennium. The wheel was already invented a long time ago. And the process of liberation from the cycle of birth and death was demonstrated very, very long time ago by Krishna, at least 5,000 years ago, in his discussions with Arjuna. And Arjuna is the first, let's say, person that received Krishna's blessing in this modern age. And he established the Yuga Dharma for the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is the worst time to be alive in this material world. But there are many, let's say, benedictions in Kali Yuga if you follow the example of Arjuna. What was Arjuna? He was confused. He didn't know what to do because on both sides of the adversaries were his relatives. You had the Kurus and the on one side, and you had the other side. Anyway, both sides were his relatives. So he got paralyzed. He didn't know what to do. But because he was a devotee, he surrendered to Krishna. And he said, my dear Lord, you tell me what to do. Right? So surrendering to Krishna is the most important thing you can do in your life. And then Krishna will give you the knowledge by which to make the right decisions, just like he gave to Arjuna. And he told Arjuna, look, it's just because your grandsire or grandfather is on the other side, and so many relatives are on the other side, and on your side there's so many relatives, that should not make you hesitate from functioning according to Dharma. Dharma means the recommended way to make spiritual advancement in this lifetime. Dharma is something that is given by Krishna. So what does he give? He gives the instruction of how to act properly in this lifetime. And the best way to act properly in this present age called Kali Yuga is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra always. And keep it in your mind, chant out loud also, and engage in devotional service, eat only Krishna Prasadam, regularly come to the temple for darshan, bowing down to the deities, and also asking questions in class. And if you can, come with us on Harinam Sankirtan, because Harinam Sankirtan is called the Yuga Dharma for this age of Kali. The recommended way by which people can easily make spiritual advancement and go back to the spiritual world. So there's two levels of Harinam Sankirtan. One is chanting Hare Krishna in the temple, and the other is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra in public, so you can help many other people make spiritual advancement. And we don't only chant, we also give out a lot of free prasadam to the people. So we have our food truck, and we also have our goodness cookies, and we also have our spiritual burritos. Say, if you want to buy a burrito, it usually costs around $8 or $10. Well, we give out 200 burritos every time we go out on Harinam Sankirtan, which is at least once a week. So we are always giving Krishna instruction, Krishna mantra, and Krishna prasad to the people. Whether you come to the temple or if you encounter us on Harinam Sankirtan in downtown Seattle. So the giving of spiritual, let's say, favors to people is the life of a devotee. So we're always giving people a chance to recognize who is Krishna and how to engage in the service to Krishna. Service to Krishna is your ticket out of this material world. And if we take it seriously, this will be the last time you'll take birth in this world, and you'll go back to the spiritual world. This should be the ultimate goal of all people. We don't want to rot time after time in the material world and having and going through the 8,400,000 species of life. There are 8,400,000 species of life. To come to the human form of life, we have to go through all those species. And if once we become, or once we get our human birth with a human body, if we waste our time simply in sense gratification and speculation and things like that, you go back into that whole, let's say, merry-go-round of different species, sometimes being a dog, sometimes being a worm, and so forth. There's 8,400,000 species. So you don't want to make that mistake. The human form is specifically meant for understanding our relationship with God. That's why we have the human form. And to come to the human form is a rare thing. And once you come to the human form, if you use this human form to understand your relationship with God or Krishna and act in that relationship, you become a real person and you will be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. So I will now ask you if you would like to ask some questions for anything I said or any question you may have. Hare Krishna. Don't be afraid to ask questions because you might get good answers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. If you don't have a question, just chant with me a little bit. Then a question will come into your mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You have a question?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Prabhu.
So Maharaj, as you mentioned that
Speak loudly.
Maharaj, as you mentioned that Mahamantra can liberate us in this Yuga, Kali Yuga,
Yes.
given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago. But for a neophyte, new devotee, how they will understand it? Means
How they will understand it?
understand it.
Yeah.
How can they make a trust or belief on it?
By associating with real devotees. Tell me who your friends are, I can tell you who you are. So if you only associate with genuine sadhus, you will also become a sadhu. And if you associate with nonsense people, you'll become a big nonsense person also. So if you regularly come to the temple and listen to the classes and hear the explanations of the shastras and eat prasadam and then dance. Dancing is very important also in front of the deities and taking darshan of the deities and so forth. Everything will fall into place easily and naturally. Right? If you avoid that and you're only associating with materialistic people, you're going to be completely confused about what the purpose of life is, and you'll miss the opportunity of becoming liberated in this lifetime. Because at the moment of death, everything you did in your lifetime will flash in front of your eyes, you see. And if most of the things that you did were spiritual things, like chanting Hare Krishna and so forth, that's what you'll see in that last moment. And if it's all baseball, football, basketball, well, you'll end up becoming like a football or basketball and have to go through the whole process of birth, death, old age, and disease again. Everything depends on what you think of at the moment of death. And what you're going to think of at the moment of death depends on what you meditated on during your life. If you meditate mostly on Krishna by coming to the temple, chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on your beads, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. These beads are your ticket back to the spiritual world, if you use them. If you just put them around your neck, it's not going to help you. But if you actually use them by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is your ticket back to the spiritual world. You have beads? Are you using them every day? You have your beads now? Let me see them. That's like leaving the house without your pants on. You should always have beads with you, Prabhu. What if you have an accident or something like that? You should always have beads. Always have beads with you. And every little chance you get to chant. Even if you don't have the beads, you can still chant, But it's always good to have the beads with you, your bead bag. So don't leave the house without your bead bag. Just like, you wouldn't want to leave your house with your pants off, right? So we don't want to leave the house without our beads also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Are there any other questions anyone would like to ask? Any other questions? You see, Radhika is an animal, but she's very fortunate. She's sitting here, she can see the deities, she can hear what we're saying, although she might not understand, but still she's hearing. She eats prasadam also, and she's very friendly. So you can see she's actually blessed. This is what a real cow is. Therefore, we should always respect cows. Why? Because Krishna himself was a cowherd boy. He would take his cows out every day to pasture and spend the whole day with them and then bring them back at night. Okay. So, Krishna is a cowherd boy himself, right? So if you take care of cows, Krishna will give you special blessings. That's why we always have Radhika in the temple, so that people can touch her, pet her, and learn how to, let's say, respect cows. That way you're on Krishna's #1 list, right, for going back to the spiritual world, because he loves cows himself. He himself is a cowherd boy. He has thousands, millions of cows himself. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any other questions or comments anyone would like to say? Radhika, you have any questions? Oh, you're a cow. You don't speak English. She has her own language. It's moo. Okay, no questions, no answers. So we'll stop now. Take rest early, wake up early, chant Hare Krishna, and be happy. Exactly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. See, as soon as we said that, she got up, now she's ready to go. Okay, thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Radhika, you want to go home now? Your daddy's going to take you home? Janavatsal? He's your daddy. She does? You think so? I don't know. She got up now and she was looking at you. You want to stay here tonight, Radhika? We're very fortunate to have Radhika